Hey, I'm back with another video. I just want to say hi Neil, hi Steph, hi Michael. Thank you for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. I know I haven't uploaded for a while, but I kind of got into playing the game and didn't really want to stop to do any videos. And because, as I've said before, the Xbox is a piece of shit, and the Upload Studio is just not one of the quickest things to do a video on. So, but finally I've sat down and spent the last week putting together all these clips that should equal about 4 videos. I'm not quite sure. I love this part here. I feel this just because these children, these 2 twins, they're so cute. That's so cute. It's like she's trying to explain why. And then like Lewis is like, "You're a shit mum." I'm just kidding. I actually can't remember what I put together to even like talk about what's going on in here. Oh yes, I must explain the videos of what was going on. So I was playing this game and it started to glitch out. You'll see that in other videos to come. It kind of starts happening again, and I actually thought that it had become unplayable, and I'd saved an extra backups space once, like kind of just before Alonso was born, and I'm so glad that I did that because I had to go back to it. I'm actually starting to think now that I didn't really have to do that, but it's too late now. It's all gone. So the last video that I uploaded, I private it because I didn't want to delete it, because it is something that I made and it's just something I want to keep, because that was the whole point of YouTube putting my videos up here, because it's a good storage place, and I guess the only way I'm going to lose it is if what do you call that? I get a warning for swearing, because YouTube is now a bitch to sponsors. You can't swear, you can't talk about religion, you can't talk about politics, you can't talk about current events, and you certainly can't talk about controversial issues like the LGBT community. And I think guns is another one you can't speak about. So I don't know what's going to happen to all the other YouTubers out there who actually put up YouTube's videos for like airsoft and stuff like that, because they're weapons. And yeah, I'm just hoping that one day there's actually going to be a new platform that brings out this kind of stuff, because just what do you call it? Like Big Brother is watching. So anyway, I thought this was interesting because I had to go back, because Violet decided to have a bear suit fascination, and I thought it was so cute because it didn't happen before. And of course Chelsea is pregnant with Alonso again, and we'll see that coming towards the end of this video. So yeah, so I just think this is so cute. She's dressed as a bear. She wants to be a bear. I thought that if you spoke to her about wearing the costume and talking to her about it, that some sort of development would kind of happen, and because it's obviously a part of parenthood, but nothing actually happens. She just you ask her about it and she says, "Oh, maybe you could wear a bear costume too," and that's why Chelsea's wearing one. Oh, and as you can see, I did age up Lila. I can't remember if I did that in the other episode. So Lila and Amaya, oh my god, I can't remember again. They're both aged up. I may have actually missed it, but I should have watched the last video I put up before I did this one, so I knew where I was at, but I haven't done that. So yeah, and I've just left them the way they are currently, and Lila grew up with a crew cut, and yeah, so I haven't changed their style or their look at the moment. So, and this is me trying to read what you can do about the bear costume, but nothing, like I said, nothing ever like pops up to, you know, um, do any kind of extra, like, Violet. I thought maybe it would be like, yay, Mum's wearing a costume with me, I feel so great, but none of that ever happened. It's just a thing. And when my game was glitching out, because I've said previously that I wish you could just record and speak at the time that you're recording, because you can do that on the PlayStation 4, such a superior console over this one. But I'm kind of glad that I didn't, because I raged so much over the glitches that were going on that I may have actually muted the sound in the videos, because I've never raged and gotten angry like as much as I did with these bugs that were happening since I played Assassin's Creed 2. Yes, I hate Assassin's Creed 2 because I raged so much during that. I couldn't do a leap of faith in that game. It was so like, oh my god. And so, even though I got 100% of the achievements for that and grinded through that to actually do that, it was just so like, I hate this game. I cannot stand this game. So, yeah, I started to do that in here, and it would have been funny, I guess. But at the same time, yeah. I was, really, really pissed off. It's like Don doesn't even want to blow the horn. See, there's Mia's hairdo, which I haven't changed yet. I do change it, and I do go through and change some of their clothes. And I've finally figured out how to age them up. I wasn't doing the skills. They had to max out a skill, and before that they could actually get an A in school, and I couldn't figure that out. So finally I did, but I'm kind of glad that the game started to bug, because I wasted 4 in-game days trying to figure out how I could age them up, and that's 4 days that she could have been pregnant. So I guess in a sense it was the best thing that could have happened. So things happen for a reason, and sometimes it's just to be happy. I can't actually read these things right now about the parenting thing, but I've recorded this because I wanted you to see what kind of parenthood things pop up. And it was actually these things popping up that was bugging out the game. Like, I would be asking one of the Sims to do something, and I'd actually go to click on what it was I wanted them to do, and that would pop up in the way, and the game would bug out, and I couldn't press anything. Like, there was just nothing I could do, and I had to just exit the game. And of course, if I hadn't saved it for a while, it would go back a few hours in-game, or a day in-game. And I was just like, I really wanted to uninstall Parenthood, because I was getting really sick of it. Like, when you've got that many children and they're all at school, and the amount of times that pops up, oh Jesus. It's like, oh my god, they need to fix, like, I don't know, the generator of that popping up, because it just becomes like, oh my god, please stop. So I thought I'd take another view of I guess the SimCity, and all filled with snow, because I'd never had done that before, and it's just so interesting to see the world from that point of view. And of course, this is Chelsea having her 7th child, which will be Alonso. I know that in this one I don't randomize. I do randomize his name. It comes out Ashley, which is fine, but he was already selected as Alonso, so I changed it back to Alonso, and of course kept the actual traits that came along. I actually make a mistake, but you'll see that later. Yeah, because I don't know. He already existed to me, and so he needed to be Alonso, and it was going to be a boy because, as I said in other videos, the going back out and back to another save before the baby's born doesn't change their sex. It's determined. So and it was actually interesting to see whether or not he would actually come out a boy to prove my theory. So, and of course, I did, and he still came out a boy. So Violet's, I finally aged her up. You can see down there's a picture of a cake in Chelsea's playfulness for why she's in a playful mood. Don't know what happened to the recording. Like I said, Xbox is shit, and even though I press to record, sometimes the notification for that doesn't pop up for about a minute or so later, and I believe that it actually then takes a recording of that paused minute or so instead of what I actually wanted to capture, because during this time that I just decided to play the game, I probably took like 100 captures, and not all of them were what I actually wanted to film. And it's, yeah, but you'll see. That's, I upload. Right there, I was actually trying to get Johnny and Chelsea to stop being lovers in their statistic thing for their friendship, and it didn't work. It didn't work at all. So even though they definitely don't want to be in love with each other, it's still classed as lovers. And I had to film this because I'm teaching Lila how to sing again, because she was supposed to be like a famous person in the entertainment, like an actress. And as I said, I'll still work towards that. And they just sing so terribly. I've only ever known one person who actually sings like this in real life. I'll never forget it. She sounded like a drowned cat. She literally sounded like this, and it was the most amazing thing I ever heard. I wish I had actually recorded that.